Welcome back, guys. I'm about to start episode 2 on the game Fate. So, we left off here trying to explore this level, and we were making good progress. But it's quite a big level, so it might take us a few episodes to explore all of it, or most of it. But in our first episode, I seem to be having some issues with copyright, specifically when I'm in town. So I had to cut out the music that was used in town.
You have gained in experience and skill.
The in-game music, so that's why there's no music during that portion of the episode. You have found an unidentified item. This means that the item has undiscovered magical powers. Identify it by right-clicking on an identify scroll, then left-clicking on the item. Excuse me. And we did level up as well. And we'll add another 5 points into magic and some more defense magic as well. But as I was saying, it might. I hope we don't have any more issues with copyright. I may or may not add a different track of music or over the silent portion, but we'll see. Shall see. I'm not very experienced with editing yet or any of that, so I'll see what I can do. If not, then it'll just be quiet or silent. Anyway, so we will be hopefully getting our something today, at least a spell or something, to make it easier for us to explore the levels, because they seem to be quite big. I certainly wasn't expecting a level this large in the first.
You are exhausted.
As our first level. Let me walk for a bit, so that we can save up some stamina to be actually be able to run. Seems to be an enemy in the corner here. These enemies, I might even dual wield if we can. These enemies don't seem to be very tough, so we're able to dispatch them quite quickly. Oh yes, here's a magic anvil, which these anvils give you.
Your pet has grown more skilled.
Nice. These anvils give you an enchantment on your weapon.
Will you attempt fate?
Which I will try with this club here. Hopefully we get something good. A spectral hammer crashes down upon your wooden club, and your item receives extra enchantments. Let's see what we got. We got a. This is what I was afraid of. It can give you enchantments, or it can also give you debuffs or curses on your items. This one's a vitality penalty, which obviously your vitality is decreased.
You are refreshed
if you have the item equipped, but I'm going to stay away from these anvils. I might use them once in a while just to spice up the playthrough, but I'm mostly going to stay away from them. They seem to give you, well, in my experience, they curse my items more than they actually help me. So, I don't want to ruin a perfectly good weapon. It seems that we're getting close to the end of this level. because we've killed most of the monsters. I'm surprised we haven't really acquired very much gold at all. I think we started with what? I don't really remember. Probably 200 gold, something like that. Unless we started with 0, but I don't really remember. And we only have 339. Our spells,
Your stamina is low.
Our spell costs about not 500. Let's say 500 to 1,000, something like that. Gold. So we might have a bit of. We might have to save a bit before we buy our first spell. I'm going to make sure it's going to be the stamina spell, because that's what we're lacking here. Stamina. Continue to the next level. Descend deeper into the dungeon, of course, yes. Holding down the shift key while clicking on an item will cause your pet to pick up items. I don't couldn't read the rest of it. Left click on monsters to attack them. You can also left click and hold to continuously attack a monster.
You are exhausted.
What do we have that we can sell? And you can also send a pet. I don't know if I mentioned this. You can hit this button here on the left. And you can send your pet to town to sell items. This is your pet's inventory. You can place items here for your pet to carry. You can also have your pet pick up items in the world by holding shift while you click on them. Your pet can also wear rings and necklaces to improve its powers. They can, but usually you want to give your pet, as what I give my pet is a health regeneration, like for jewelry, for health, like a necklace or a ring that regenerates its health. That way, you can always have it up, because the pet dies very easily. So you can just have it up and pays attention to you, so you can it can pick up your items for you, and you can send it to the vendor, which we were about to do. Except for this one, we have to unidentify this item. Magical items, that's not very useful. We don't really need this or this. Although we do have a lot of stamina potions, so that should hold us over for some time. Let me rearrange some potions here so I don't have you guys waiting too long. There. Now we can send our pet to town and have him sell our items. Will you send your pet to town to sell any items it isn't wearing? The deeper you are, the longer it will take for your pet to return. That's fine.
Your
It
pet
doesn't really do
has
any damage.
departed.
So hopefully we get some money out of it, and I can leave the dungeon and buy the stamina scroll or spell, because we are having a bit of.
Your pet has returned.
Nice. Your pet has returned from town and has brought you 746 gold from the sale of items. Excellent. So now we can just hopefully have some gold. I'm most likely going to save up a bit more gold before I head out. Perhaps finish some quests before we head back to town, and hopefully buy our first spell if we can. The items in the vendor's inventory are randomly generated, so oh goodness. So I'm gonna die. We might not get the spell to spawn in his inventory, so we might not be able to buy it, but at least we'll have some money to buy something. And hopefully that gets us closer to our goal.
You have gained in experience and skill.
And I just wasted a minor potion, that's fine. At least well leveled up. So I'm going to place 5 more points into magic and 2 more points in defense magic. So hopefully we can buy our first spell either in this episode or in the next episode. And start doing some damage, or at least have an easier time traveling or getting through around in the dungeon. We haven't run into any actual veteran monsters or elite monsters, which I'm a bit surprised. And as always, this map is enormous. So I'm surprised that we haven't run into any of them, other than the first one we ran into in level 1. But at least there's a few monsters hanging around that we can kill. The problem with large levels like this is that the monsters are quite sparse. At least this level has a few. And we are.
Your pet has increased in power.
Oh my god. There you go. He's dead. Goblin or whatever. And we're not really finding much gold. But we are finding these goblins or whatever who do a lot of damage. Die already. Yeah. I used to like melee in this game, at least in the first game, but it takes a while to kill monsters, at least in the beginning with melee. So there's a spear. So I ended up picking up magic, which you can have at least the
you are
spell
exhausted.
I'm attempting to get. Oh goodness. Yeah, no health potion. But the spell that I'm attempting to buy or acquire does an AoE that.
You are overburdened.
Your inventory is full. Rearrange items to make space or drop unwanted items. And we'll just pass our items on to, or give them to our pet. Give him these potions. And that's all. We might have to go to town because I don't really have a lot of space. So we'll send him to town.
Your pet has departed.
A health potion. Never mind. Oh, I forgot to explain these. These are self-explanatory, I assume, but just for reference, they're fountains that have a liquid in them that if you drink, you get healed.
Your pet has returned.
Your pet has returned from town and has brought you 469 gold from the sale of items. So you drink the liquid inside and you get healed, or there'll be a stamina fountain or a mana fountain that you can use. It's pretty self-explanatory. Here's a bow. We're not doing a bow playthrough because of the fact is that, as I said, it takes a while to kill anything if you don't have an AoE, and later on it's just going to be a bit tedious to kill things. So I'd rather just have an AoE spellcaster that I can hopefully get through the game with it, have an easier time getting through the game. Yeah. I'm gonna get them drop back here. We don't have any healing potions anymore, so we most likely will definitely be going back to town soon. Just go over here. We'll head back here. I'll heal up and we'll head to town. Actually, never mind. Let me just head back over here and head back to town with our scroll, and we might end the episode there. So return back to town. Yes.
You step into the portal.
Watch your health. When the red bar gets low, you are close to dying.